For today's video, I'm going to be taking you through all of the different steps in which I've been taking every single day to ensure that I stay the most productive while we're all stuck at home. These 6 things definitely didn't take me overnight to figure out. I personally have had 2 months at home. 2 months. So with having to live 99% of my life at home in my tiny little house, I've kind of fallen into routines and habits each day, and I've started to notice little things that definitely help me in being my most productive self every single day. So if you do like this video and you did find some of these tips helpful, then definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right down below if you haven't already. Our new goal is 500 subscribers by the end of July. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do that. So with all that being said, if you'd like to know my 6 different tips in how I stay productive, then just keep on watching. Tip number 1, write a to-do list the night before. Every single day. This is literally a game changer. So ever since I got my iPad, I've been using the Sketch app to write down every single thing that I need to do for the next day the night before, if that makes sense. I write the day and then I write down all of the different things that I have to get done with check boxes next to them. This way I know exactly what I have to get done for the next day, and I can go to bed that night knowing that I'm going to wake up and know exactly what I have to get done and the time frame in which I have to do things. For me, it puts me in the best mood because I already have everything that I need to do written down, and I don't procrastinate by sitting there for an hour trying to think about all the different things that I can try and get done in that day. So this is a massive thing that has helped me, and I would definitely recommend you trying it out as well if you haven't already. Number 2, make sure you eat and have breaks. This is something that I've heard people say all the time, like make sure you schedule your breaks, make sure you eat food. And I'm just the type of person that when I get on a roll with my work, with either filming or editing, like blog writing, any of that stuff, whenever I get on a roll, I just don't want to stop and I don't want to eat. And I keep working and working and working, and then the next thing you know, it's 6 p.m. and you haven't eaten any lunch or dinner. So one thing that I've been really loving is scheduling out 45 minutes for my lunch break. This 45 minutes is a section of the day where I can sit on my phone, I can watch YouTube videos, and I can eat my lunch guilt-free, which is something that feels so good when you're used to procrastinating. Having that 45-minute time frame, it allows you to chill out, eat some food, and recharge so that after that 45-minute break is over, you can jump straight back into work and work even harder than you would have if you were just continuously going throughout the whole entire day. I know that it's a pretty standard basic one, and I always thought that as well, but until you start doing it and allowing yourself that time frame to just chill out, you don't really realize how much it actually helps your productivity, and it helps you to create better results rather than doing things half-assed as well. Number 3, leaving my phone in a separate room. Now this one I kind of stumbled upon accidentally. One day my phone was just on like 10% battery and I didn't have a charger near where I was working on my computer, so I decided to just go and plug my phone in my bedroom, and then I honestly completely forgot about it while I was working at my computer. But the fact that it's not sitting right next to you eliminates any form of distraction, and it's crazy how much it works. So now I always make sure to never leave a phone charger near my workspace, and believe it or not, I get like 3 or 4 hours worth of work done without any interruptions from TikTok or Instagram. Number 4, getting outside. Now, getting outside is something that I didn't really think was necessary. Everyone's always like, go outside, get some sunshine, get some fresh air. You can't stay inside 48 hours at a time. And I was always like, no, I've got big windows in my house. I'm working really hard. I don't need to go outside. I don't need to interact with anyone. But as the weeks went on and as isolation just grew stronger and stronger, I kind of started to go a little bit insane. Just a little bit. So towards the end of quarantine and all of the self-isolation stuff, I ended up going on a picnic with my best friend Ash. It was totally legal, totally a-okay. We were outside, we were socially distanced, all of that good stuff. But just getting outside and stopping my brain thinking about work or what the next thing I needed to post it looked like, or whether I hadn't posted on Instagram today, or when my next YouTube video needs to be done by. Like, just getting outside, sitting in the sun and just breathing in fresh fresh air. It just felt so good. And then by the time that we were finished our picnic, I got to go home. I felt so refreshed and so relaxed that I sat down and edited a whole entire video. That's crazy. There's just something about fresh air, man. It fixes everything, almost everything. Number 5, get dressed. Getting dressed before 9 a.m. in the morning is something that I have found to be one of the best things ever in terms of productivity and keeping me on track and working throughout the whole entire day. For me, if I'm in my comfy pajamas all day long, even though I'm working at home, I tend to find myself lying on the couch a lot, snuggled up in blankets, putting on a Netflix show or watching YouTube. There's just something about being in pajamas. They're comfy clothes. So to me, when I'm in my comfy clothes, I just want to relax and chill out. So getting up and getting myself actually dressed in a shirt and some jeans and even putting on some shoes has been so insanely amazing for my productivity. Even going that step further and doing my makeup and my hair, it just helps me feel good. And by getting up and doing that first step of getting dressed, getting ready, you've already ticked one thing off the list for things to do. It's getting you in the habit of, right, at 9 a.m. I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to sit down at my computer and I'm going to start work or school. And it's also kind of like wearing a uniform. Getting dressed is like, right, I'm in work mode, I'm ready to sit down at my computer and I'm ready to get shit done. And finally, number 6, having a start and finish time. Having a start and finish time is something that I found to be so amazing, not only for productivity, but for my mental health and sanity in general. I'm definitely the type of person that will stretch my mornings out and then work really late into the nighttime if I'm given the opportunity to do that. I love working from home and I love doing this every single day, but I procrastinate in the mornings. And I also don't have a switch off button, so I will work all the way until I fall asleep. This though, it's not very good, especially for this. My mental health. So having a start and finish time really allows me to get up, get started, get my work done, and then be finished by a certain time so that I can switch off and enjoy things like YouTube and Netflix and cooking my own dinner. This is also something that I've only just recently incorporated into my routine. This is just, it's changed my life. I feel like a normal person that has a 9 to 5 that can enjoy their nights and afternoons and relax, have a bev, cook some dinner, call my friends and family and talk about my day. I also schedule not to work on weekends, which is amazing, especially because I have come from hospitality, which is practically working every single weekend. I've loved being able to schedule in weekends off so that I feel like a normal person. I honestly cannot explain to you how amazing this whole thing has been for my mental health in terms of creating a proper start and finish time as well as weekends. Having some sort of structure like that has really been the best thing to come out of this whole quarantine thing for me, and it's definitely been the best when it comes to my productivity as well. So those were the 6 different ways in which I've been able to stay productive and on top of my shit throughout this whole quarantine and work from home season situation we've got going on. Working from home or doing online school, being your own boss and setting out your own times can easily be one of the best things ever. But if you're not strict on yourself and set out and prioritize a lot of these different things, I think it can quite easily become a negative thing as well. I think you just need to take a look at your situation, evaluate it, and try and work out what works best for you. So definitely make sure to let me know in a comment down below whether you have any other tips or advice for people working from home or doing online school. Again, if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right down below if you haven't already. And other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. I love you all so much, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!